It moves from shackles to freedom. It grows from dirt to glorious fruit. It thirsts, and then it is quenched. It begins so hungry, and then every belly is full. It groans, and then it sings hallelujah. This is the arc of the long, beautiful story of the ancients. This is the narrative in which we find ourselves. You and I are somewhere between darkness and light, between the depths and the heights, between no room at the inn for an exhausted, poor, desperate, about to give birth couple, and the moment a human face shines like pure light on a mountainside. Our stories are somewhere between the betrayal and the resurrection. From suffering to joy. This is the arc of humanity's story, but not ours alone. It is a story so long it stretches beyond our comprehension, a generational tale, a soaring epic of ancestral and communal restoration. From emptiness to hope, from pain to peace, from suffering to joy. And we are waiting in the middle. We sit in Advent. We know suffering intimately, and we wait for joy. But our mistake is thinking that we are alone in our waiting. Joy is deeper than me or you. Joy is an us thing. One of the most beautiful stories of the Advent season is how a 13-year-old, poor, unwed, rural girl from an insignificant village, a girl named Mary, responds when she shockingly learns that she is carrying the Son of God who will reign forever. Her first response is, understandably, fear. Her second response is to go to talk to someone she trusts about it, Elizabeth, a sacred moment of human connection. But then, when it settles in for her that it's all real, her truest instinct is to burst into a song rooted not in her own life, but in the lives of the ancestors and the people most in need. She says, "He has brought down the powerful from their thrones and lifted up the lowly. He has filled the hungry with good things and sent the rich away empty." Mary's joyful song, her Magnificat, is not private happiness. It is collective joy, societal joy, a restoration of community, a joyful covenant that includes all, especially those who have been abandoned, shackled, hungry, or lost. Mary's song echoes another ancient song of joy, Psalm 126. "The Lord has done great things for us, and we rejoiced. Restore our fortunes, O Lord, like the watercourses in the Negeb. May those who sow in tears reap with shouts of joy. Those who go out weeping, bearing the seed for sowing, shall come home with shouts of joy, carrying their sheaves." These passages sing of a joy with depth, a profound joy we're invited to tap into, a well of joy fed by the river of ancestors that goes back for eons, a spring of joy purified by wept tears. Joy is not fleeting or momentary. It is not a flicker. It vibrates in the smiles and laughter and tender embraces shared between mother and child and mother and child and mother and child forever. Joy has a full, booming voice like a giant choir. It fills a room completely. It shakes tears from our souls. It rattles loose the old pain stuck in the rafters. Joy is profound. Real joy includes and embraces. It is the great equalizer. If it is ever truly joy, it must encompass, it must spill over, it must surround. And this is the joy we're invited into, not the thin runoff of individual happiness, but the deep river of collective joy, restorative joy, ancestral joy, joy that is bigger than us and yet somehow carried within us. This is what faith reminds us of. This is what Christmas whispers again and again. Our circumstances, no matter how desperate, do not exclude us from the divine river of joy. Our weeping, no matter how intense, does not exclude us from the long arc of joyful restoration. We may be waiting now. We may feel lonely and insignificant. We may feel forgotten. But joy is an us thing. It is promised and delivered and available. Joy is communal. Joy is coming. Joy is already flowing somewhere beneath us, down deep. Turn to one another and remind your neighbors of this deep joy. Remind them with your caring and knowing eyes. Remind them with your presence, patient and steady. Remind them with your gentle ways. Remind them with your own story, your own song that sings of ancestors and restoration and the long arc from suffering to joy. Loving God, help us remember the deep and profound river of joy flowing just beneath our feet. A joy, a river, a flow that is fed by the ancestors and has no beginning or end. A joy that is not thin happiness. A joy that is not sugary or saccharine. A joy that is rich and nutritious. A joy that fills absolutely every ounce of our soul. A joy that is available and inclusive of all of us. Hey, Between is about you. Take this message out into your life this week and fill the space between you and every person you encounter with your sacred light. My favorite church is the space between people. Now go with God's love and create the church between.